Everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'd like to introduce Robin Richardson and Tiffany Walker. I'm going to talk slow, so you can eat your bacon, Robin. 1986 graduate of Warren County High School. She was a 2-year varsity leader in basketball and 4-year varsity leader in softball. And I remember watching. This is how old I am. I remember watching those games. I am a member of the 1984-85 softball state championship teams and am a 3-time inductee in the Warren County High School Athletic Hall of Fame in 2010, 11, and 13. A 1990 graduate of Ferrum College with a bachelor's degree in recreation and leisure services and a minor in business administration, where I was also a 3-time letter winner in softball and was voted best female athlete in 88 and 90 academic years. She is currently the deputy director for Warren County Parks and Recs, and if you ever want to go to a baseball game, these are the ladies that take you there and bring you home safely. Been there, done that. She's been a certified Parks and Rec professional since '96 and has held aquatics family faculty operator's license for over 20 years. She was named a Positive Coaching Alliance Development Zone Leadership Fellow in 2015. She's a member of the Virginia Recreation and Park Society and the National Rec and Park Association. She's currently a member of the Fort Royal Rotary Club, but we won't hold that against her. Tiffany is a 2005 graduate of Warren County High School. So where we're going with this, they're coming back. Where she was a 4-year varsity leader in basketball and softball and 3-year leader in volleyball. 2009 graduate of Ferrum College with a bachelor's degree in pre-professional science with a minor in forensics. In 2015 graduated from Blue Ridge Community College. Associate's degree in nursing. She's currently the Rec and Aquatics Coordinator for the Warren County Parks and Recreation Department. She's been with us for 12 years. She holds Aquatics Facility Operator's License and Surf Safe Certified. And maybe you'll explain what that is. She's actively pursuing her professional certification through National Recreation Park Society. Sorry about the bad voice here, I apologize. Please welcome Tiffany and Robin. Tiffany's the tall one.
We've had some difficulties this morning here with the county-owned equipment. We thought that was an appropriate picture, considering our motto is, and it's not up there.
Come grow with us.
Yes, is it up there? No. Make the adjustments here. Will screen come down anymore? Okay, that'd be perfect. Yay! Way to go.
Hey, to the rescue.
Take him down.
And Melanie asked who this young gentleman is. He's actually our office associate's youngest child. So we thought it was a great photo op, since our motto's come grow with us. I'm Robin, as Melanie said. I have been with the town/county for 26 years. I'm going to move around a little bit because I'm not feeling the best, and so my voice may go, so it may chime in. What we're going to talk to you today about is what do we do. Myself and Tiffany are in charge of all the recreational programming. Whether it's on the aquatic side, sports side, senior side, youth side, and then we are also in charge of all of the facility reservations outside of the shelter and the youth center. We do not handle those two facilities. Hopefully this works. Yay! What do we offer? a variety of programs and ages, for all ages, toddlers to seniors, leagues, camps, educational classes, special events, multiple parks, facilities for the public to use. One thing that I've done in the past is I've challenged my staff, which is myself, Tiffany. We also have a recreation and aquatic supervisor. Her name's Rachel Walker, no kid, and about 8 part-time, year-round. I call them kids. I think it's just because I've been here so long. They're in their early 20s, and then of course in the summertime we have about 30 to 40 seasonal staff with our camps and the pool. I challenge them every programming season to come up with 5 to 6 programs, and we hope that at least 2 of them are successful. One thing we've really been targeting this last year has been senior programming. So we'll touch on that a little bit as well. But we're trying to become more than just sports. For our 4 and under, which was a target group the year before last, we've started several new programs. Our Tiny Tykes Play Day, which is on Tuesdays and Fridays up at the old 15th Street School, and I'll give you a little history on that, even though we're not talking about facilities at the moment. The county is quote-unquote leasing the old 15th Street School out on 15th Street. They've turned it into the Warren County Health and Human Service Complex. That, at the moment, that houses the Department of Social Services, the Warren County Health Department, Diversified Minds, which is part of the public school system, and we have the gym. And for any of you all who went to school there, right outside the gym was some earth science classrooms. Mr. Evans, I believe, was who I had. We took that room with volunteer hours and volunteer money, time, and we made this nice little room right here. Trying to get my pointer to work. Right here. This is Mr. Evans' old earth science room. We used leftover paint from DSS and social service. We took some money that the Kiwanis gave us, and we bought play tiles. We used leftover carpeting, and we bought some toys, shades, safety things, put a sink in. And then the Moms Club front row actually gave us a bunch of toys. So now every Tuesday and Friday from 10 to 12, pay $2, you can bring your kid up there and they can play in this room supervised. You can hang out if you want to. If you don't want to, you can go out in the cafeterias right outside the door, excuse me, and talk with your other moms, let the kids play a little bit. So this has been a very successful program, and it all came just by renovating this old room. So that was pretty nice. We started a Little Movers ballet class as well, and in that, we renovated the old band room. For anybody that was familiar with that school, it was the band room. It's right outside the gym. We've got to come up with a better name for it, but once again, with volunteer time and spending no money, because that's how the county likes to do things, we renovated the band room, and now we hold our Little Movers ballet class in there. It's got a nice little air conditioning, it's heated, it's got all open windows, nice tile floor, so that's a good progression. And then our tumbling was an offshoot of our gymnastics program that ever since I've been here, I came here in the early 90s, and Sandy Long was running the program, and now a lady by the name of Cindy Wenzel was running it. It's very popular, but we were having a lot of kids under 4 that the parents wanted to put them in the program, so we came up with the idea of just starting a tumbling program, which that's what this and this is, and it's more parents hands-on, walking through obstacles, rolling, jumping. It's sometimes it to be a free-for-all, but it's a pretty decent program. We usually offer that twice a year. Little Movers is year-round. I think she takes the summer months off, and Tiny Tykes is school year-round. A lot of our stuff runs school year because we find in the summertime it's just hard to get anybody to really commit to anything because of vacations and other kinds of camps. Youth programs, basketball, our infamous basketball league. In 1992, Burl Brooks Jr., we've got a park named for out on Crowder Road, decided he wanted to do organized basketball for youths. First year we had 4 teams. This past year we had 49. Yeah. So we play every Saturday, starting at 9 a.m., ending anywhere between 6 and 7 at our own facility, which is 15th Street School Gym, and Rusty Jeffries. We've had some talk that we may have to cap it unless we can get one of the new schools, high schools, to let us use one of their facilities, hoping that we can. But last year I had the bright idea of, well, what about the little kids? What about the little kids? These kids. So we decided to start a Tiny Tykes 5 and 6-year-old league. Playing on Sundays up at Rusty Jeffries, and we had 5 teams. I was amazed. And we did it just like Coach pitched for T-ball. We were just trying to get them going in the right way. Coaches on the court. One thing that made a lot of this possible, this Tiny Tykes League, is Rusty Jeffries is a great partner with us as far as using their facility, but we installed adjustable baskets, about $12,000 worth of an investment that the county made in the school, so that the baskets can go down to the 6 foot or whatever it is, and so the kids are actually shooting on a basket that they can actually make it in. This investment was also made at our school up on 15th Street, just for the fact that we have so many teams, and we had to let the little kids play in that gym as well. So that was actually a good thing. And these nasty baskets right here that were there when I'm going to school will be replaced the week of October 5th. And they all go up and down to different heights, and they'll all retract up because we are trying to get volleyball off and running, as hopefully get as popular as this. So we bought a new system, and hopefully that'll get going. So. But for anybody that's interested, registration does start October 2nd. I see there's Clemens in there. And registration will go until the end of the 25th of the month or whatever on that one. Another big program for us is our flag football league. It's going on right now. If you ever want to come watch some really cute kids play, not so aggressive football. It plays on Saturdays. At our school, which is the 15th Street School, and up at Skyline High School. We go and play there when the travel football leagues need to use our facility. But it's another nice athletic program for us. And then, as I spoke before about gymnastics, it's a very popular program as well. Runs on Saturday mornings for 4 and up. So it's another. Having that gym has been a blessing in itself with this program. And we've been very blessed to have Cindy. I think she's been there 20 years. Yeah, so she's amazing. Some of y'all might know if you go to Anytime Fitness. Some of the other youth programs is our Ballet 1 and 2, which were new classes that we started. And we just started this time our Hip Hop 2. This picture is from the youth center, but we've since moved into the band room. And this, our instructor is Lizzie Lewis. She's awesome. She also teaches some of our adult dance classes. One thing is, when we get an instructor, we're successful. We can't seem to get rid of them. They just keep coming up with better and better and better ideas, and more and more and more. So she's another good one. And this was kind of one of my babies, I guess. I'm famous for pulling a staff meeting and saying, hey, I've got this great idea here. Let's see what you can do with it. Social media can be a blessing, and it can be your worst enemy. But we had a lot of people in Warren County that were complaining that the kids had nothing to do when there wasn't any school. So we decided that we were going to open a gym. And it was $5, but now it's for $8 a day from 9 to 6. You can drop your kid off, we'll put a wristband on them, and they're ours. You can come back, get them, take them to lunch, take them to a doctor's appointment, bring them back anytime at all that day. And we do structured sports. As you can see, we'll do basketball, volleyball, dodgeball. We have a batting cage in there that Warren County High School gave us when they moved from the 240 Liberty Avenue School. And since then, some more of my great brilliant ideas, we took the upstairs boys' locker room and made it into a book nook. You can go up there, there's all kinds of reading materials, board games, donations from the school libraries. It's pretty nice. You can go up there, you got the beanbag chairs, tables, it's actually really, really nice. And in the lower boys' locker room, we have a game room. And in there we've got pool table, ping pong table that also flips into an air hockey table. The pool table, the pool table and the air hockey table flip. Pete Walker, I'm sure many of y'all know, he gave us a I used the mouse button. Nice. Well, anyways. So, well, Tiff's working on that. Well, anyways, and in that game room, you can go, the kids can go in there, and it's monitored time. We do have an Xbox. Oh, you're fine. We do have an Xbox and a PlayStation, a big screen television, and all that stuff was donated by Walmart. So we've done, and Target gave us the PlayStation 4, I believe.
We have an Xbox and a Wii.
Xbox and the Wii, okay. Target gave us the Wii. So that's why a lot of these things have been done, and it's really not costing anybody any money, because Doug's big challenge to, hey, I got this great idea. Okay, can I have some money? Well, let me see what you can do with no money first. But consequently, we ended up getting we got a new $100,000 renovation on the bathrooms up there. So for anybody that did go to that school, up until last winter, you were using the same restrooms that you used when you went to school there. So it was, I always thought it was big when I was there, but it wasn't anymore. But that's a great program that we do, and it's anytime that school is got a scheduled school out. And sometimes if they close, and they probably really didn't need to, or by 11 o'clock the roads are clear, we'll throw some staff together, throw it out on social media, hit our people that we know of, and we'll open it anyways, just to give the kids something to do. I think last winter we averaged between 50 and 60 kids a day, which was really good, and we're hoping that that really catches on and gets out there. Another one of our big new projects that we did was we partnered with Hershey, and we established a run, jump, throw program in the summertime. It was on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 5 for 4 weeks and for $100. And your kids came and they did not sit. They either running, jumping, or throwing all day long, except for when they ate lunch. And we kept them active, we kept them tired. Even in the 100-degree days, we brought them in the gym and we still did something. And it was just to keep them moving, Don't put them in front of the video games. Don't, just let them sit around. And we do 2 sessions of that. You can sign up for both, but it was actually a really good program. And then what we did kind of to fill the void on the Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we went on and did the Schools Out program. So I could actually bring your kid to, and have something to do from all summer long, and you actually stayed extremely busy. Catch up with it. But that was a really good program. Hershey sponsored that. They give us shirts, they give us some equipment. But basically our cost is staff, so we try to keep everything in the minimum. Other youth activities that we offer are things as diverse as piano lessons, volleyball, like I said, we're trying to get that back into karate, fencing, which is actually really big in Front Royal. We do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the cafeteria at the old 15 spoken school. We're utilizing every nook and cranny up there while we can. The cafeteria will eventually turn into the senior center, so we'll have to move it to then. We do tennis play days with SVTA, which is Shenandoah Valley Tennis Association over in Winchester. And we do other school sports camps and clinics. We partner with Warren County High School, Skyline High School, Warren County Middle School, now Skyline Middle School. Offer anywhere from cheerleading to football to wrestling to track, cross country, all different kinds of camps with them. They've got the coaches and the knowledge, so we just help them with their advertising. We get a little bit back from it, but not a whole lot. Nice computer we have here. Everybody knows Doug, Phil didn't give me a new computer. Some of the adult stuff that we actually still are running, we do all kinds of adult leagues. We have our men's, women's, and co-ed softball. We do a co-ed sand volleyball, and we also, with the golf course, which runs trails up to Rockland. Rockland has a disc golf course, so I don't know if anybody's really into that, but if you need more information on that, just hit us up. And there's also out there, I don't know if anybody knows, out by the Edward Jones shelter, there are permanent cornhole boards. So that was one of my, I went to a park and saw them and said, hey, we need these, and they're really nice. So some of the other dog activities that we do, I talked about Lizzie Lewis, who's one of those people who came, and now we can't get rid of her, and I'm kind of glad we can't. She does all my little members in my ballet. Well, she's also doing my salsa, swing, tango, and waltz classes. So if anybody is interested in that, hit us up. I believe tango and waltz is starting in October. Square dancing. We do square dancing lessons on Tuesday nights. First couple are free. But then you can also become part of their group. They meet every other Friday nights. The Rivermont Ramblers, Chris and Nick Capozio. They've been around longer than I have been around. We do open gyms. We have an adult open gym on Wednesdays at our school. I'm just going to call it our school. It's the 15th Street School. And we also do a youth open gym on Sundays. That will start in October. The adult open gym doesn't start until November on Wednesdays. We also have a walking club. At 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, you can go up to the school. The gym's open and you can walk. We have pedometers, we have sign-in sheets, we have incentives, t-shirts, water bottles, whatever. And I believe we're trying to get off the ground a Trail Challenger Club. We have a lot of trails that people aren't aware of that'll link you from Eastland Park down up those skylines and come down to Kreiser to bring you through town. And we have 2 beautiful trails that'll link you from this building up to Rockland and back. So we're coming up with an incentive program to walk those trails and get healthy and walk in groups and do those kinds of things. And we're just trying to get a couple other adult activities. We're just trying to get some businesses on board for some incentives like Tropical Smoothie and McAllister's Deli. So you can go walk 6 miles and then go eat. But that's this program right here. That's this program right here, this Trail Challenge. This new, we're still getting it out of the ground. If you want more information on it, you can hit me or Tiffany up. That would be awesome. And then Jazzercise at the Youth Center. That's a good old standby. Karen Hackenback been running that program. She's only the second instructor I've ever had, so I like to keep people around. People must like me, I believe. Senior programs. This is what I was talking about. We're trying to get off the ground and do more things. We have a senior gaming on Mondays at our band room up at the school. It's free. You come in for 2 hours. You can play the game of your choice. Here, I believe the ladies are playing bingo. We have a couple of senior centers that are bringing people in. And our people that teach our Mahjong classes on Tuesday, which apparently is a very up-and-coming popular game, they show up a lot of times on Mondays, and we'll play with these seniors along with, we have a staff member that comes up there. And we're hoping this kicks off the ground. We've even talked about maybe us going to the different senior activity homes and trying to partner up and do some things with this, because I think it's a vital part of our community as I approach getting older. Casino bus trips. Casino bus trips. We did take one up to Sands Casino. It was very, very received. We took a full bus. Our staff members happy because she won like $600. So those are things that we're trying to kick off. And then we do a pickleball. Is anybody here familiar with pickleball? Explain pickleball.
It's a similar version to tennis. The court's smaller for the older population, so they don't have to run as far. They have a paddle, it's similar to a ping pong paddle. And you play it just like tennis. You hit the ball up, you serve, you hit the ball over. There's a kitchen where it's like, if anybody's familiar with volleyball, there's like a 10-foot line. It's a shorter line close to the net. You can't hit the ball in that area when you're serving, or it's a point to the other side. It's pretty much played, it's a combination of ping pong and tennis, but for the older population, so they don't have to run as far. They don't get out of breath. It's very popular. We have like 6 people that come and play every Wednesday.
They're
very competitive. They get really mad when they lose. They don't like when the younger people play with them.
Yeah, and this is a senior program, and when Tiff's talk about that's our staff.
Our
that's
staff
up there.
members, they get them out there to play,
Yeah.
but they don't like it.
Yeah. So, family programs, Easter egg hunt. I mean, that's pretty much, everybody knows what that is. We've been doing that forever. Our Halloween pumpkin party, we've added some new things. Last year we had a Harry Potter theme, and then this year, when I first started doing a Christmas event, I did breakfast with Santa, and it was huge, and then everybody else started doing it. So I went to a Sundays with Santa, where you made ice cream sundaes. That's kind of fallen off a little bit, so we've decided to go back to the breakfast with Santa and see if we can pick that back up, do it on a different day. So those are just some other family activities that we do. But these have been my babies for the last 3 years, and they have been huge. Our father-daughter dance, around Valentine's Day. They come in, as you can see, they come in, they get dressed up. We have a photographer that comes in, does like the professional photo booth shoots like that. We started off we started off with taking 50 couples, then we went up to 60. We're going to outgrow the facility.
Yes.
Good problem. So, but then of course with that came social media. What about me and my son? Okay. So the next day we started the mother-son date night. And that's just basically where they come to our facility, which is a community center. We bring in a catered dinner. They get some pictures taken like they're on the red carpet. And then we head down to Roll Cinemas. We partnered with Rick Novak, and we see a movie. So that is also become very popular. I don't think I operate Rick's movie theater, so we might be lucky on that one. One thing wasn't on here. One thing we did this past summer was we did a Mother's Day paint night. We did it with Kelly Walker, which seemed to be fairly well received. And then we also did a Father's Day. We partnered with the Front Row Cardinals. And you came in and you got, I was nominated, I think it was like $40. You got 2 tickets to the game, 2 hot dogs, 2 drinks, 2 popcorns, and your dad got a baseball cap. And that went over very well as well. So we did actually try to pull off this year a Grandparents' Day brunch. We only had a few sign up for it. It wasn't cost effective, so but we'll keep doing it. So we're trying to get all the family themed things going on. Bus trips. As Melanie mentioned, if you want to go to a baseball game, hit me up. We haven't went to any Baltimore ones lately because we have issues, but we're getting there. Some of our new things. This right here, you'll see this Riverside Dinner Theater Spectacular. This was something that our senior population asked for. It's down in Fredericksburg. Do you remember what the show is?
It's Christmas extravaganza. It'll be a bunch of holiday shows, lots of singing, Christmas songs, Christmas carols, things like that.
Yep. And we've got a current one in October going to DC to just do the walking mall and the Smithsonian Museum. We have another one going to the zoo in October. But this one is in December. I believe it's the first Wednesday in December. Of course, our Nats games, our Disney on Ice, Baltimore Aquarium is in November as well, I think. That was coming up in November as well. So if you have an idea, shoot me an email. We'll be happy to look into it. A lot of people want to go to New York. They want to go to Atlantic City. We run into some issues with permits with that. We're trying to work through that part. So, educational classes anywhere from CPR to dog obedience to firearm safety to photography to resume writing. And we also try to partner every fall with Shannon River State Park to do a kayaking tour we just had this weekend, and believe this is in October and that's in October. So those have been very lucrative partnerships as far as satisfying that need. And then, like I said, the other thing that me and Tiff are responsible for is the swimming pool. It's closed now. During the summertime, this was another new program that we started this year. We did pool movie nights, where once the pool closed, you could come in for $10, $35 for a family. You got the movie, you got the swim. We had vendors on site that you could buy food off of. We had face painting, a DJ, a moon bounce. First one we had in June was very successful. The second one we had in August scheduled was when we got part of the hurricane, so we had to kind of back off of that one. But we're going to do another one again in June, so we look for that. We offer swimming lessons. We love Red Cross lifeguard class. And talking about this lady right here, started working for me when she was 15 years old. She just turned 40. And it's Wendy Bowers, in case anybody knows. She's been teaching swimming lessons for me for over 15 years. She's actually getting her service award today at the picnic. So anybody knows Wendy, she has taught a lot of children in this community to swim. And just listed some of our public parks that you may not know about. They might be right in your own backyard. Chimney Park, Skyline Soccerplex, which is in the process of getting lights, if anybody is a soccer player. Field 7 is getting lights. It's a new irrigated field. Lions Park, which is where Fantasyland and Free Wheeling Way are. Miss Florence Smith Playground, which a lot of people are not familiar with. It is behind McDonald's. Gertrude Miller Park, which is our big park where your Bancroft Stadium, James 53 Field, is the swimming pool. Burr Brooks Junior Park, he's over on Prize Road. He was very instrumental in getting our basketball league. Dr. Saab Memorial Park, right behind the youth center, where the lighted fountain is. And I don't know if anybody's heard anything about that lighted fountain. The county is considering putting in a splash pad, like Winchester City has. So keep on the lookout for that and voice your opinion. I think it'd be great. Easton Park is the new park down by Leroy Avenue that the Jim Easton's family donated. Very popular with the walking trail, the 3 multi-purpose fields. Huge, 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 nice park. The Linden Park, which is out on Dismal Hollow Road, which is... Yeah, it's something to do with that. And then Rockland Park, of course, with your walking trails, all that good stuff. Basically, what is our goal? It's to offer ride variety, strive to keep people active, mentally engaged in this to create an environment where you want to keep coming back and you want to spend time with us. Hence the come grow with us. I'll tell a funny little story. When I first started here in I graduated college December 10th of 90, and I came to work for Parks and Rec January 2nd of 91. I've been there ever since. Tiffany's mother worked for me, and Tiffany was like 2 years old. So I have another staff member who worked for me all through high school, is now working back for me part-time, full-time. So it's kind of crazy how things come twofold. But anyways, does anybody have any questions? I know I talked a lot, but I've been around a long time.